Hair Remover is a 1946 Warner Brothers cartoon, and to be honest, I didn't enjoy this one as much as I'd hoped. There was nothing specifically wrong with it, I just feel like it was a little bit underdeveloped, and I also don't necessarily buy into Elmer Fudd's motivations. This was released, as I said, in 1946, directed by Frank Tashlin, with a story by Warren Foster, and we have Mel Blanc as Bugs Bunny and Arthur Q. Bryan as Elmer Fudd. And Elmer Fudd is actually coming up with this concoction. He's presented as a mad scientist, and he's trying to come up with this formula that will turn any creature into a monster. And first of all, why would he want to do that? Because that's kind of like creating his own enemies. I assume that maybe he wants to do it so he can turn himself into this big monstrous beast that is menacing and whom people will fear, and he has to test it out on animals. But that seems like a big risk when he's not really controlling things. So his motivations I kind of didn't buy into, and I realize I may be overthinking it, but when you watch so many of these cartoons in a short space of time, you kind of can't help overanalyzing them because you know they can be better. But nevertheless, we get to see this brilliant looking formula. It changes colours and patterns, and it just visually looks absolutely brilliant. And of course, he's trying this out on Bugs Bunny. And needless to say, in true Warner Brothers style, things don't go to plan. Or at least not as Elmer Fudd planned. And Bugs Bunny kind of misunderstands the situation as well, because there's another creature involved, and I won't say much about the creature, I don't want to spoil it, and Bugs misreads things, and things get a little bit chaotic and out of hand. And I didn't mind the development of the narrative, it was interesting enough. Once I kind of got over questioning why Elmer Fudd would want to do this, I was able to buy into the progression of the narrative and the actions that he took thereafter. Bugs Bunny as well, I thought, had a very believable performance that I didn't mind. Visually, certainly very interesting, indeed, with the formula and the way that looked. So it's definitely not an all bad episode. There were things in this that I thought were quite delightful and that I think were definitely worthy of praise. It's just compared to most Bugs Bunny cartoons, I feel like it was lacking something. I don't think it was necessarily as well thought out, or indeed as interesting as it could have been. On its own, not too bad, but comparing it to other Bugs Bunnies, and indeed Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd cartoons, it's just lacking that special something.